Hey everyone, welcome to another video by Pythonpool. In this video, we're gonna see Tim-sort algorithm. It is known as the fastest algorithm in Python. Now the question arises, what is Tim-sort and how does it work? The Tim-sort algorithm is considered as a hybrid sorting algorithm because it employs the best of both worlds combination of insertion sort and the merge sort. So what it does is, up to a specific limit of list, it uses insertion sort to sort the algorithm, and when the limit of the list exceeds then it use merge sort, and the results by both the sorts, it combines the result, it checks it specifically, perform its own algorithmic structures, and then provide us the result, or I could say speedy result. So it is the fastest algorithm present in the Python. Now let's see in Python how we define code for the Tim-sort algorithm. I'm going to code one file, name it as test.py. Once my file is ready, I'm going to define my function, name it as Tim-sort itself. And what it would take a list. Now after defining this function, what I need to do, I need to define one min run. So if the run is 32, then I don't need to run this function. I need to run insertion sort function. I'll define that function later, and I'll store this length of this array in the n variable. Now for I in range, and my range would be 0 to n, but would have the interval of min run. So if the interval has the min run, then what I need to do, I need to call this insertion sort function. I'll define this function after this, insertion sort function, and then what I'll do, I'll give this L I, and I'll give three arguments to insertion sort function. First is the array itself, then the left argument and the right argument. Left and right arguments are used to break the array in two parts, and the left one will be sorted and the right one would be sorted, and at last they would be merged and provided as the result. So this would be giving array, left argument will be I, and right argument would be minimum of I plus min run minus 2 minus 1, and this is first block, and n minus 1, n minus 1. This would be the argument for the insertion sort. So if the array is having less than or equals to 32 elements, then I need to sort that using insertion sort, and greater than those I'll be using merge sort. I'll be not defining merge sort algorithm today because you know how to define it. I have made the video on merge sort algorithm that is perfectly in that way only, and it is similar to insertion sort. I'm leaving as an assignment to you. Okay, so I'm not defining merge sort algorithm. I'll show you the insertion sort algorithm because we are dealing with less than 32 elements today. So I'll be defining insertion sort algorithm. I leave as an assignment the merge sort algorithm to you. That is pretty easy. Now if it increases more than 32, then I'll define the size a variable, and it would be equals to min run. Now size would be the min run, and then while my size, sorry, not in this line, while my size is less than n, if my size is less than n, what I need to do, I need to define one range start for start, or I'll say s, in short s in range, and range would be again from 0 to n, but would have an interval of size into 2, size into 2. Okay, this would be internal, and in this loop I'll need to define one middle point, so I'll call that mid, and it would be start plus size minus 1, and I'll be defining one endpoint too. And what was the endpoint? It is the minimum of s plus meaning start plus size into 2 minus 1 and n minus 1. Okay, this would be the endpoint, and after that midpoint would be sorted, endpoint would be sorted. Now I'll be defining merged array. So merged array would be the merge. This is the merge function, which is your assignment to do, and as a left argument I'll be passing the starting to mid part of the array. So you know how to deal with merge algorithm. What it does is it breaks the list into two parts. The left part it sorts, right part it sorts, and then merge the both. And I am giving left part and right part in the function argument, so you don't need to break the list, you just need to sort them and merge them. Okay, so in the left part it would be dealing from start to mid, mid plus one. This would be the left argument, and the right argument would be, of course, the leftover, that is array of mid plus 1. It is mid plus 1 to n plus 1, that is n plus 1. Okay, so this is the left and right part of the array. Just need to sort it in the merge sort function, and then after sorting, what do we need to do? We need to merge them and return that. So that would be stored in this merged. And after this, I just got this merge array. Then what I need to do, from the start to the merged, I need to put that in the L. That is, we passed the got the array in the function argument. So L of from starting to starting plus length of merged would be equals to merged. Okay, and after all this, I'll come out of the while loop. I'll just say size becomes twice every time. Okay, and after all this, I'll just say return. Okay, this while loop is inside this for function, so I'm just going to give a tab space here, and then after this function for function, we need to return this list. Okay, now I'm defining that insertion sort function above this one. So let's define that function. Define insertion sort, and what it's taking is taking array left. I'll provide the initial values or default values for left and right. For left it is 0, and for right it is none. Okay, and then I'll check if the right is actually none, if right is not passed by us. So if the right is actually none, what I need to do, I need to make the right value as length of the array -1. And why -1? You all know that, because we are starting the index from 0. Now I'll perform the actual sorting, and you know how to do sorting in insertion sort. For I in range, left plus 1 to right plus 1. Okay, what I need to do, I need to define one key variable which will store the current element, and then one j, which would be I -1. And then we run the loop that y j is greater than equals to left, and L of j is greater than key, this key element. You know this logic. Then what we do, we do this lj plus 1 would be equals to lj. If the next element is greater than this, then we need to shift that one, swap them, and exit condition will be j minus equals to 1. Every time j would be decreased by 1. And once this while loop is over, if the condition doesn't satisfy, then what I need to do, L of j plus 1 would be the key. It would be storing the key variable, and after that we need to return our list. That's it from those functions. Now define our list. Let's define our list in the L1. My list is fixed as I'm going to implement that one. So my list is 34 and 10, 64, 51, 32 and 21. And let me store this in list. After that, we'll call this timsort function. We'll pass this L1 list here, and whatever it returns, we need to store that in res variable, and we need to print this res variable. Let's hit save. Let's see if our program runs successfully. And yes, you could see it runs successfully. Okay, now let's see implementation of our timsort algorithm. Implementing timsort. So this was our list which would be actually sorted by insertion sort algorithm. So you know insertion sort algorithm, but if it would be using timsort algorithm, how it merges the result. First of all, it takes 34. It compares it with right element. If the 34 is less than 10, then no swapping. If the 34 is not less than 10, then it would be swapped. Now it would take 64. It would swap it would compare the 34 and 64. If they are less than, then no swapping. If they are greater, then swap. But in this case, no swapping. Then it would take 64 and 51. Compares them, swap them. Then 64 and 32. Compares, swap. Then 64 and 51. Compare, swap. Then 32 and 34. Compare, swap. In this way, it swaps the whole list. First of all, it is taking 34, 10. Then it is taking 34 and 64. And then 10, 2. And then it is taking 10, 34, 64, 51. Then it is taking 34, 10, 64, 51 and 32. In this way, it keeps increasing the objects and compares them with and finds the right place, swaps them to the right place. In this way, our timsort algorithm works. So that's it from this video. Hope you are having a great day ahead. Thank you.